What's going on, guys? Well, it wasn't done for the day. Had to go run a few errands. So welcome, guys. Z here. So yeah, my last video I probably won't have any comments if anyone ever does watch the video between the last one and this one, and hopefully the camera's in the right angle and all that stuff. I'm still trying to get used to it. So I'm just heading into the big city. I'm just kidding. Details. Hello. So, you know, I'm in Texas and just graduated college, I don't know, almost a year ago, you know, and I don't know really how detailed to go into stuff like that. Some people don't show any details of the live, some people go too much detail, so whatever. Maybe I'll just stay in between. Let's just say I'm in the construction business, or have to do with construction. Architecture, how about that? Architecture. So, yeah. Just moved back home, went to school out of state, got married, found a job, same summer. Yeah, graduated, found a job, got married in like 2 months. That was fun. So, Copper got somebody. Yeah, they just changed this. This was 55, now it's 50. So a lot of people don't realize it yet. I mean, that's been that way for, I've been here for 20 something years. And it's been 55, so now it's 50 and it's throwing a lot of people off. He probably don't even live there. He's just trying to get away from the cop. I bet you that's what he's doing. He's like, oh, I hate when cops are behind me. Anyways, so yeah, you saw my last video, Ninja 300. Why did I get a Ninja 300? Blah 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 blah. Like I said, it's my first bike. I didn't really have any friends or family members that rode bikes. You know, I was kind of the first one, and you know, I did the research online. You know, I watched videos, read forums, all that stuff, but nothing compared to you as much as you do it, you know, in real life, do it hands-on experience. So it's not like I could go test a, go get on a, I don't know, 636 and be like, oh yes, this is my bike, even though I'd love the 636. So, you know, I was a little bit iffy about which bike to get. Funds were an issue, you know, I couldn't, you know, spend 10 grand on a bike. And it was kind of just something to help me, you know, it was a daily driver. You know, my car gets good 30 miles per gallon, but this thing's rated to get like 55 or 60 or something like that. And I can go 2 weeks without filling up. And when I do fill up, it's like $5 or $6, something like that. It's crazy cheap, and I love it. I've driven in my car, I don't know, 6 or 7 days since I've got this bike, over 7-8 months ago, and that was because it was 15 degrees outside. I love this thing, I do. Now, yeah, like I was saying, I didn't know which bike to get, so I really couldn't go out and test any. I've never driven one. I've ridden on the back of a few, but that was years ago, you know, and it's just not the same. So, you know, I took the MSF safety course, that's what it's even called, and there was only me and another girl that raised their hands when he asked, has anybody driven a bike? You know, everyone else, people were bringing up their Hayabusas up there on their training day. I was scared, man. I was like, these guys have been driving for years, and I'm over here never driven one, and I'm about to do a safety course with them. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna embarrass the heck out of myself out there. And you know, I watched videos, I researched, I did as much as I could to figure out how hard the safety test was, because you actually had to, you know, ride on a bike. You actually had to take a written test and do the course on the bike. And there's a dude staring at me. Probably looks like freaking Predator on my nose right here. So you know, I was scared. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. No one else in my family or friends ridden bikes. No one could prepare me for it. You know, I was all uptight about it, like, oh gosh, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna hurt myself, blah blah, I'm gonna fail the test. You know, the first day was rough. It was, I don't know, it was an 8 hour, 2 days, 8 hours a day for 2 days, you know. It was, I think it was that. It was like four hours on the track and 4 hours in the classroom, and then the second day was a test. And I kept hearing about all the tests, you know, and you gotta do it one at a time in front of the professor, or whatever you call them. And everyone was talking about the, what is it? The rectangle, a cube, whatever it's called. I can't even remember now. Where you have to do two U's inside this square. You can't go outside the lines. Everybody was saying they had problems with it. And that thing scared the crap out of me. Every time I practiced it, when we actually got to the course and I practiced, I would always get outside the line. Until I tested and I just relaxed and did 2 U's in a square. It was like perfect. And the funny thing is, the guy who drove the Hayabusa up there both days, he said he's been riding for 10 years. He was the only one that wrecked. He hit some gravel and slammed on his front brake and he flipped over. It was hilarious. I mean, it's really not that bad now that it's over with. You know, I hyped it up too much. Hold on, I'm trying to remember where I'm supposed to be. I went the wrong direction. Nah, I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll take a left. Gotta itch my nose. Excuse me. Oh. So yeah, I hyped myself up on it. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. And you know, I got out there. You don't go, I think you go to third gear, I think, once. It's really not that bad. You stay like under 20 miles per hour. You know, it was split up into 2 teams. There's like, I don't know, 15 people on each team. It wasn't bad. You had people there, you know, the safety guys wouldn't let you showboat around, you know. They were real nice guys, real cool. They understood, you know. I told them straight up, I said, hey, I've never driven a bike before, Jack. No, not like that. I'll say I've never driven before, so, you know, tell me everything I'm doing wrong, because I don't want to mess it up. You know, they were cool about it. They understood. They treated everybody as if it was their first time to ride, and it worked out. Worked out real well. So, past it, I went and got my bike. Well, I tried to get my bike like the week after, and I really wanted a Ninja. I like the way the Ninjas look. You know, I researched which ones I'd like, and blah 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 blah, and I really like the Ninjas. And I saw that 2013 came out with a white one, and I got this huge, like, I love the color black, and when black and white kind of go together, have accents, oh, sexy, sexy. So I really wanted a white Ninja, and you know, I already decided on a 300. You know, I didn't want to spend an extra $4 grand just for a 650, blah blah blah. So all they had were black and green ones. You know, the ABS version and non-ABS. There was, at my local dealership here in town, they didn't have any white ones. I said, well, I don't mind waiting, you know, see if you can find me a white one. This guy called all over Texas. I'm talking about, he was calling places 4 or 5 hours away, and no one had a white one. They even nicknamed it the Unicorn because it was like the mythical creature for them. No one could find a white one. And I'm talking, this went on for about 3 weeks. I waited on my bike after I got my test. I was on the edge of my seat saying, I'm just gonna go buy a black one. What's up, ladies? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go buy a black one. You know? I really wanted a white one, but I just couldn't wait anymore. I really wanted a motorcycle. So I waited. Finally, place in like Louisiana had one and shipped it up here. So I waited about a month to get my bike. Oh, that was the longest month of my life. It was crazy. So yeah, finally got it. Been in love with it ever since. You know, and it's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, I got a Ninja 300, and I knew later on I wanted to upgrade it, or upgrade to another one. And it's true, after about 2 or 3 months with it, after getting used to it a little bit, I already wanted to upgrade. I wanted to get a 636. And, you know, I can't because, you know, the funds didn't do so well, or the fund's not great. So I gotta wait, but I'm fine with it now, the 300. It's great. It gets me A to B. You know, I don't do all the flashy wheelies and stuff with it. I don't even know if you can on this thing, but it rides smooth. It's comfortable. I'm not, you can see I'm kind of almost straight up, and it's great. I love it. I love riding a motorcycle. The lowest degrees I went was probably, I don't know, 18 degrees Celsius. It was, ooh, I had so many layers on, cold gear. Oh, I had to get to work like 20 minutes early just to get all of it off. But yeah, it's a little back road in East Texas here. But I just tell you guys a little bit, starting story. Hopefully this series will take off, you know, and there's not a whole lot of twisties. I can't really show any of that stuff around here. There's really not. What you just saw was probably my only twisty. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's a few more than that, but really there's not a whole lot going on. You see a bunch of this. I mean, I'm not in like cattle country, but there's not a whole lot of good mountain scenery. I mean, we have a few lakes around here that's got really nice twisties, but they're about an hour, 45 minutes away, something like that. But you know, it depends on the series, and if it takes off, I don't mind driving out there. I want to go to Arkansas. It's only about 2 hours away, 2.5, whatever, 3, something like that. Really nice mountains. Oh. So, let's conclude the second episode, and hopefully you guys are hanging with me. And I'm going to tell you straight up, guys, if you notice that I'm doing anything wrong, I'm still a new rider. I still got my chicken strips on. You know, if I'm doing something wrong, tell me. Honestly, I would rather you guys tell me than mess something up later on. You know, I do not mind.